Let's get started with battle number 7. Yeah, Brain is not braining. The first team leader, speaking of Zekrom, is the Tapu Bullies, led by our own Zekrom365 here, playing with the Doctors Without Borders charity, currently 7th place at 3-3. I'm pretty sure this team is like, at least was, pretty even in knockouts and feints. Like their records were like 30-30. Yeah, it's literally 30-30. 30 knockouts, 30 feints. This team is just really consistent, really good. Just unfortunately hasn't been able to pick up too many, or not able to pick up as many wins as they would like. But the OU mods of this team, the Hisuian Arcanine leading this team, and I'm pretty sure leading the league in knockouts at 11-5. I do want to double check just to make sure that I'm not saying any wrong information here, but I'm pretty sure 11-5 is the highest stat on this league, and I would be correct. This is Hisuian Arcanine just putting in so much work. The Ferrothorn at 0-4. The Ferrothorn not getting 20 knockouts, but it is something that has been putting in work as well. Doing a lot of damage, doing a lot of Leech Seed, doing a lot of just annoyances and just being chonky. The Yu-Yu mods of this team being the Nidoking at 6-5, and the Hawlucha at 2-2. The RU mods of this team being the Porygon Z at 0-1, the Incineroar at 1-2, and the Reuniclus at 3-1. Reuniclus is chunky man, and it scared the heck out of me. The NU mods of this team being the Starmie at 0-1, Varantas at 1-1, and the Scyther at 0-1. I don't think the Starmie and Scyther has been back since week 1, or week 2, I don't remember, but yeah, the Scyther and Starmie have not shown up in a while. I am curious to see how these Pokemon could be run, but of course, never know. It's not words. I don't whatever. The PU mods of this team being the Comfey and the Pikachu, each at 3-3. The Kofagrigus and the Cherrim each at 0-0. The Comfey being the real bully of this team, just unfortunately has not been able to show off just how bullyable, how it is able to bully. I don't know, but Comfey has been getting unfortunately countered, but it will have its time. It will come. I know it will come. The opponents, though, of the Tapu Bullies is the Riddim Rotom, led by Gelato, playing for the Trevor Project. Currently 12th place at 2-4. Coming from a winning streak these past 2 weeks, definitely looking to extend that winning streak this week, though. A really strong team, and with really wonky strats, just unfortunately has not been able to pick up as many wins as they would like. The OU mods of this team, though definitely leading this team in KOs. The Garchomp at 6-3, and the Galarian Slowking at 9-4. The UU mods of the Inteleon and the Oricorio Pom Pom, each being at 1-2. Inteleon being, I miss Inteleon. Inteleon is such a good Pokemon. Able to do so much, just unfortunately has not been able to yet. The RU mods of this team being the Klefki at 1-2, with the Grafaiai and the Blastoise each at 0-1. The NU mods of this team being the Jolteon at 1-6, having been brought every week, just unfortunately has not been able to pick up too many knockouts. The Delmise hasn't shown his face quite yet, but the Frigoraph has at 3-1. The newly traded Frigoraph showed up last week, did some work, and just did some work. The PU mods of this team being the Aggron at 1-5. The Octillery hasn't shown his face yet either, but the Greedent and the Zangoose have. The Greedent is at 1-1, and the Zangoose is at 0-1. Really strong Pokemon individually here. Just again, hasn't been able to pick up too many wins, unfortunately, but is definitely looking to change that today. Let's see the starting lineups of these two teams. The Tapu Bullies bring in the Arcanine, bring in the Ferrothorn. That's a Comfey. And the Ferrothorn, the Reuniclus coming back, that scary chunkin' man, the Nidoking and the Incineroar as well, each showing up. With the Riddim Rotoms bringing the Inteleon coming back, the Jolteon and the Aggron. Jolteon and the Aggron, the Slowking coming back, the Delmai is making his first appearance now, and the Garchomp coming back as well. Let's get into this next battle. The Tapu Bullies leading with the Incineroar, with the Riddim Rotoms leading with the Inteleon. The immediate fake out from the Inteleon, though, is going to flinch the Inteleon. No, Incineroar. Anyway, Incineroar switches out into the Comfey with the focus energy being set up by the Inteleon, but the Giga Drain comes through, doesn't quite take down, though, with the Snipe Shot. The Snipe Shot doing so much damage, but not enough to take down this Comfey, as the Comfey will Giga Drain the Inteleon and knock it out. Dhelmise then shows its face for the first time, the Comfey getting scared out into the Inteleon. No, Incineroar, oh my gosh, I can't speak. But the Gyro Ball coming through, doing a crit, doing some good damage, and of course popping the balloon of the Incineroar. But the switch from the Dhelmise into the Slowking comes through with a knockoff, doing so much damage to Slowking, sorry. Garchomp then comes in with the knockoff, doing a lot of damage. The Rough Skin is able to do some damage though. And the Earthquake is able to outspeed and take down the Incineroar. I am ignoring the name of this Garchomp though. The Comfey then comes back. Draining Kiss outspeeds. It doesn't quite take down the Garchomp though. Rough Skin is going to do a little bit of chip damage, with the Earthquake able to take down this Comfey. Hisuian Arcanine Dog is zooming though. The Extreme Speed though is able to of course out priority the Garchomp and take it down. But of course the Rocky Helmet is going to do a little bit of chip damage. Galarian Slowking makes his return and switches immediately into that Aggron, with a Flare Blitz coming through, doing some decent damage but not quite enough to take it out, with the immediate swap into that Ferrothorn from the Arcanine. And the Head Smash. The Head Smash is going to miss though, unfortunately, with another Head Smash coming through, doing a little bit of damage, but the Iron Barb's Rocky Helmet is going to do some chip damage to this Aggron. And the Leech Seed is going to do even more. The Heavy Slam is going to come through, of course not do too much damage, but the Iron Barb's Rocky Helmet chip damage is enough to take it down. The Jolteon then comes in to replace it, with a Calm Mind being set up from this Jolteon. And the Leech Seed, of course, is going to connect, doing a little bit more chip damage to this Ferrothorn. And the Shadow Ball connects. It's not going to do too much damage, though. But the Gyro Ball is going to be a resistant hit, but does about half. But the Leech Seed and the Burn is going to chip it down even more. With a Protect coming through, is it going to be enough for the Leech Seed and Burn to take it down? Not quite enough, no. The Jolteon does stay on the field, but the switch in to the Nidoking from the Ferrothorn to predict that Electro Ball, the Leech Seed and Burn is now going to take down the Jolteon. Dhelmise shows his face again, but immediately switches into the Galarian Slowking, with the Flamethrower coming through. A good prediction from that move there, but the Earth Power is able to outspeed and take down the Slowking. Just this Dhelmise left against the monstrous rest of this team here. The Flamethrower does so much damage though, with a Poltergeist doing so much damage back. But it wasn't enough. The Nidoking is able to survive, go for another Flamethrower onto this Dhelmise, and take down the Dhelmise, with the Tapu Bullies being the winners of this battle. A really good showing though from the Riddim Rotom, and I will say that unfortunately Riddim Rotom was not able to fully prepare for this battle because they are out of town currently. But I am glad that they were able to at least get their battle in. But really good showing, really good game, really good battle between these two teams.